Her red bloomers are showing. Hi everybody, this is Barbara and Larry. Welcome to my channel, PickyChick. In today's video, I'm going to complete Grandma's vintage jewelry lot unboxing. Yep, Grandma's back. I had to stop my video that first aired on March the 6th. I had to stop it in the middle of it because I got some blood work back from my vet and my dog is really sick. He's on the mend, I'm hoping. Still don't know if it's cancer, so kind of the jewelry is out. He has good days and bad days. So I do want to thank everybody for all of your prayers and wonderful messages. It really did help because I had some pretty low days being worried about Alfie, and well, I still do. But today we are going to finish unboxing this really cool vintage jewelry lot, and why don't we just get started? Larry? Yeah? I still want you to do your job and bring me luck the best that you can, okay?
Okay.
And before I get started, I want to point out some of the tools that I use. I have a magnet to test for precious metals to see if it's magnetic or not, a jewelry loop, I have a diamond selector, diamond tester, and of course I love keeping this on hand in case I do have precious metals, and I like to weigh my pieces to see what I've got on my hands. So Grandma's back, and this is another brooch that Grandma donated. This is so cool. This is definitely vintage. See that little C hook closure there? That's vintage. It is plastic or lucite. It has a really cool, like a mother of pearl opalescent kind of finish to it. And then the black part has crystals. Some are missing and then some are dead, like that dark one right there. So pretty cool. This is going to probably end up in the craft lot, but that would be a super piece for someone to fix up. This is pretty awesome. And if you see anything in the video, by the way, that you would like to purchase, send me an email at kitch.barbara@yahoo.com. I have it here on the screen, and I'll also put that down below in the description box. The next item coming out is this plastic beaded necklace. This is pretty cool. They're graduated size beads and they have this opalescent glow to them. They're a neat color orange, and see, you could see that the beads get smaller as they go up. And let's take a look at this clasp. The clasp is a gold tone open work bow. Isn't that cute? And it is a hidden clasp. So you press this part right here and it comes out, and that's how you hook it back in again. I don't know if I can do it through the camera. Oh, look at that, just like a pro. That's really cool too. If I had to guess on this, I'd say this is probably from the 1960s. I didn't see a name on it. So not a magnetic clasp, but I'm pretty sure that's not gold. I guess I could put it aside and test it. If it is, I'll put it on the screen if it was gold. I don't think it is. This jewelry lot had a few monogram pieces in it. This is another one. This is a pretty cool cuff bracelet, silver tone. You can see the initials there. I'm reading HKS, which is the same initial as a piece I'll show you in a minute that I found in the first part of this video that aired on March the 6th. But this is really interesting. It has a chain closure and this cool little charm. There's a name for that design that charm has, but I don't know what it is. I used to, but I don't now. So if you know, let me know in the comment section down below. So this has a textured design in it on each side of the monogram, and it does have a jewelry mark in there. I am seeing JB with a triangle around it as the jewelry mark. I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar with it, or if you happen to know what that stands for, please leave me a comment down below. That's interesting. The bracelet is in really good shape, and I mentioned before that I had an item from the first part of this unboxing with those same letters. Let me show you. Here is the pendant that I found in the first part of the unboxing. And by the way, I will put a link to the previous unboxing or the first part of this unboxing right here in the corner so you can catch that. I'll also put it down below in the description box. But I am showing you this because not only does it match the initials of this bracelet that I just showed you, this silver one, But when I turned it over in the previous video, look, 14 karat. And indeed, it is 14 karat. I do complete a jewelry or gold acid test on this right on the video, so you should definitely catch that. And I was pretty excited. I weighed it and showed how much it weighs. So it was a really nice find from the previous video. Here's a pair of animal print dangle earrings. They look like nothing special, really. I thought they were just a costume, like a fashion. Here's the back. They're clip-ons. They could use a good cleaning, and didn't look like there was a mark, but then I checked the second earring. And when I turned it over, I saw that this one was marked, and on that tag it says Jorgel, Jorgel. These can run between $25 and $35, so I was really surprised. I was going to just toss them into a craft lot, and I'm not going to do that. I am going to keep these to list them. So that was a pretty cool find, I thought. I got this box out to put all the non-vintage items in it. Now, I'm very satisfied with regard to the contents of the box. It was advertised at Grandma's Vintage Jewelry and St. Patrick's Day. In other words, they put a lot of greeny stuff in here. But some stuff is not vintage or St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to kind of show you a few pieces. This is a green floral necklace. This is from Charming Charlie's. There's a tag on there, Charming Charlie's. So here's what that looks like. I'm kind of gonna go through these a little bit faster. This, I have no idea what to make of it. I don't know if it's a project. There's all kinds of stuff going on with it. Wooden beads, plastic beads, and I don't know what that stuff is. But yep, I'm gonna put that in the craft lot. Let me move this box out of the way for the rest. This necklace is peachy pink colored plastic beads. They're pretty cool beads on here, I thought. No name. I'm going to put that in the craft lot. This feels like a synthetic stone of some sort. It's a stretch bracelet. I'm going to put that in the craft lot. Another stretchy bracelet. It has plastic faceted square stones going in the craft. All this is going to go in the craft lot unless I find something in here, because I put this in here last week that I forgot about. So another piece here. It's got an interesting pendant. It looks like it's missing a little pearl there. Here's the back, and it's a lightweight chain. Gonna go in craft. Now, what does this remind you of? This reminds me of Brighton. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a paisley shaped pendant, and it's got black inlay right in there, and pretty cool chain. So I don't think there was a name on this one. Nope, there's not. This is definitely wearable and pretty, and I am making lots that are wearable, sellable lots, and I put a lot together with about 40 pieces for about $50, depending on what's in the lot. And they've been selling out, so this one might go in there. Well, that's interesting. This looks like a roulette pendant, and I don't know what it used to be or what, I don't know what's going on there. Somebody made something of this, and there are some plastic beads that it's attached to. Here's another necklace that has some plastic tan beads and some button looking beads, and also it is strung on this fabric. So someone's getting creative there. It's going in the craft lot. And let's just finish this box up and get all these craft pieces out of the way. This is a cute little statement necklace. It is missing a piece right there, and it has like a copper color metal. So again, that's going in the craft lot. Something's attached to it. May as well just bring it on out. Some kind of homemade, again, it feels like a resin of some sort. Someone made that, and there are some pretty cool crystal beads there and some hot pink seed beads and a few things going on there. Okay, and attached to that is a pendant with the letter A, attached to a gold chain. Nothing wrong with that. But it's all going in craft. Okay, a few more pieces left, and this is some sort of statement necklace, and it looks like something's come apart here. There's a loose little jump ring, gold tone. So someone might be able to fix that and wear it. And finally, there's a rosary. So there's a rosary with a very pretty silver crucifix, and the blue beads on this are plastic. So that'll go in the craft lot. Here's a very pretty vintage necklace in bright red and bright orange floral links. It's set in silver tone, and these are plastic. There's a matte finish to these, almost like a frosted finish. Here's an up-close view of those links. Aren't they pretty? This necklace is in really great shape too. Here's a look at the chain. It's silver tone and kind of an oval square shaped. And the end has this little ball and of course the classic vintage hook clasp. Here's a look at the back of the necklace. This is just simply pristine condition. Not a thing wrong with it. And the surprising thing is, I'm always surprised, I should stop being so surprised, is that I could not find a maker's mark. So sometimes on pieces like this, let me take you in closer, I'll show you. Sometimes on the older pieces, you'll take a look at this little hook and you can see an imprint, maker's mark right there on top, but there isn't anything on this one. I do think it's a pretty cool necklace and perfect for spring or summer. This next necklace is fun. It's got a painted white chain and these red, white, and blue plastic beads, bead stations, I should say. It's a pretty long necklace. It goes on and on and on. Nowhere on here is a clasp or a maker's mark. It's a very lightweight chain. I love the style of it. It's definitely vintage. The chain is in very good shape considering that it's painted. There are just some very light wear on some of the links of the chain, but overall it's in good condition for vintage. Here's a great pair of vintage elephant head earrings. These look like they're brass. You can see it's missing one of the French hook ear wires. That's going to be an easy fix for me. I have plenty on hand that I can replace them with. Really neat. Definitely old. Here's a really close-up view, and I turned one of them over so you can see what the back looks like. These are just so cute. This charm bracelet is so special, and it just blows me away. Let's see where to start. Okay, here's where I'm going to start. I'm going to flip this over. Here's what I want to show you. It's stamped with sterling, and then there's something else on there that looks like a W, and there's a little square around that. I don't know if you can see that. I had to bring my trusty gray background out because it shows up better. The silver jewelry shows up better against it. This charm is a roller skate. It is missing the front wheels. Here's a New York City pendant. It looks like it might have a garnet and an emerald in it. I'll have to confirm that. The back is not stamped. Let's see what the magnet has to say. This one is not sterling, so I really doubt that those stones are garnet and ruby. They're probably just crystals. Here's the next one. Check it out. It's a compass. It's pretty cool. And look, like I said, it's kind of... It doesn't like the magnet, or maybe it does like the magnet, but it moves with it. And let's see what the back looks like here. Now that is stamped with something. The back of this compass is stamped with BEAU sterling, which is great. I have sold some BEAU sterling jewelry pieces before, so that's awesome. Here's one I already put the magnet to. It's not sterling silver, but how fun is it? Windy City, and there's a girl holding on to her hat, holding on to her dress because her red bloomers are showing. The next charm has a stamp that says Crea, S-T-E-R for sterling. So this is a sterling silver charm that says Yellow Rose of Texas, a little yellow rose with enamel paint. Cute. The next charm is marked with 800. See it on the side of the boot there? So that's one side of the boot. Here's the other side of the boot, and it's got a little flower painted with white and yellow enamel paint. And look, the top of the boot, it has actual place for your little foot to go in there. The next one is a Christmas tree with little crystals on it. This is not sterling silver. After this Christmas tree is this super cool windmill. This is sterling silver, and look at that. It turns. This is just such a cool charm bracelet. We are almost done. This is the Liberty Bell. There's the famous crack, and on the bottom it's stamped Liberty Bell, and it's also stamped sterling silver. The next charm is also stamped BEAU sterling, and this is a bag of golf clubs. Pretty cool. This little palm tree is not sterling silver. It did stick to the magnet. The final charm is stamped sterling Elco, E-L-C-O. And turning him over, this one is New Orleans, and it has a clown that's probably celebrating Mardi Gras. Very cute. Here's a charm. It is sterling silver. It's a two-parter. This one says Aloha, and then there's a little flag on this that says Hawaii. On this side, I think this is some sort of broken charm. I don't know what it was supposed to be, but it's like an open work filigree, and it has this little bar coming down that something probably was attached to. That is also sterling silver. Here's another sterling silver. It's a two-part. This little charm says North Carolina, and then this must be the capital. I know it's laying on its side, but you kind of get the idea. This next one here is a crown that's painted in black and red, and I think white enamel. Awfully cute. It's also sterling silver. This one I did have to pick up to show you because it's just so cool. This is a fan, a working fan with little floral cutouts. How cool is that? I just love little charms like this. After the fan comes this little charm here. I believe this too is sterling silver, and it's from representing Georgia. It's a little street lamp that says Peach Tree Street, and that is adorable. This one is super interesting. I can't quite figure out what it is. So there's the side view. I'm going to show you the front view as well. Here's a look at the front view. And here's a look at the top view. So if you have any ideas what this might be, I was going to say it's like I can't tell if it was an altar, but the person seems to be sitting in a chair of some sort. I need your help. What do you guys suppose this is? I know that was a lot to look at, but this particular charm bracelet was just packed full of charms, and most of them are sterling silver. I thought it would be interesting to look at all of them. I hope you enjoyed that part. And I may as well weigh this, even though not every single charm on there, I think there were 2 or 3 that are not sterling silver, but the bracelet itself and most of the charms are. So let's weigh this. Let me turn this on, wait till it goes to 0, and then let's see what this comes out to be. 90.89 grams. Not bad. There she is. Isn't this just the coolest thing? Very unique, kind of kitschy. Look at those eyes. And just so clever the way that little pearls, faux pearls are on there, or maybe they're even seed beads for the eggs, and her little feet are these little charms. Just super clever. This has some gold trim on it, some gold paint. I'm going to turn this over. There's an imprint that says Jewelry 10, and my guess is it's an artisan company name or an artisan name. This is just very clever, and this pin component here is glued on. It's so much fun. I'm definitely going to list this one. Let's take a look at more earrings from the lot. I want to show these to you here. This is a pair of vintage Coro clip-on earrings, and I do have the bracelet and the necklace that match this. I unboxed it in the first part of this video that aired on March the 6th, so it's very cool to have a 3-piece set. These are in fabulous condition, pristine. It's like they've never been worn. These are pretty cool. They're silver tone, kind of a modern feel, and these are nappier. Again, they're clip-on and screws. Great condition again. Another really cool pair of vintage earrings. I love these colors together. And I have never seen a screw back quite like this. It's like a wire and then the screw back. No name on this one. Here's what the back looks like. But aren't they cool? And the last three in this group, we have a pair of Anne Klein button earrings, some Sarah Coventry little fortune cookie looking earrings. They do look like fortune cookies to me. And we have Napier square earrings with a textured design. Really pretty. Next is this neon pink floral brooch, and it has a little ladybug on it. This is pretty cute. It does have some wear. You can see that there is a little bit of paint coming off the leaf there and a couple of the petals. This does have a maker's mark on it, which is art, A-R-T. The other thing is I noticed that it kind of moves. So I hate to put this in the craft lot, but that's where it's going to go. Someone may be able to paint it and not mind the fact that it moves, or maybe even be able to fix it. Here's a cute little guy, a snowman head. He has a scarf on, and check out his 3D nose. That is cute. I love that metallic paint. I wonder what kind of paint that is. This feels like a resin or some kind of material that probably gets dried. You make it and then it dries, or maybe you heat it up. I'm not sure, but it's homemade. I like it. It's fun. This is very similar to the one we just looked at, the snowman. This is a cat, I think. And I just love that metallic neon-y kind of paint on this. This has a tiny little chip in the corner, one of his ears. Again, he's homemade, but awfully cute. Here is a memory wire seed bead bracelet. It has a silver charm on that that's quite intriguing. Let me show you why. Here's one side of that silver charm, which is kind of cute. I like the design on it. I turn this over. Here it is on the back. Do you see where it's stamped 925? And then there's that arrowhead looking stamp, which I believe is Silpata. I don't know if that charm belongs on this bracelet, or maybe Silpata does make something like this with a seed bead memory wire bracelet. So I will check it out, but it's a cute little bracelet. It's kind of a Native American inspired look to it. I like this one. This is cute. Next we have a gold tone bracelet with some initials. I think I'm seeing SLR. And gold tone Rollo style chain, but it's very worn out. It's got some wear on it. There's the clasp that also has kind of a staining on it. Now there is something imprinted there. Let me take a closer look. Gold or rhodium electroplate clasp made in Japan. Let's see if the clasp works on this. It does. It works. On the back it's marked Spidell. Interesting. Let's see if this is magnetic. The chain sticks. The clasp is sticking. Let's see about this ID panel. Yep, it does. So this one's going to end up in the craft lot. The piece coming out next is this link bracelet. This is a very old piece. Here's a fold over clasp, and it does work. And there is like an imprint on each of these panels. I don't know what they are. Don't they kind of look like Mickey Mouse ears? I'm not sure what they are. It's gold tone, but it is definitely showing some fading on the finish. And let me show you the Coro mark I saw earlier. There it is, Coro, and then there's that little flying horse right next to it. Here are two scarf clips. Both are gold tone. They're both pretty interesting. As you can see, this one, again, with the initials or the monogrammed. And I think with this, I'm seeing, I know there's a B and an E, but I'm not quite sure what that first letter is. Is it a P? So that's pretty. It's in great shape. It's got a nice polished finish to it. And this one's interesting too. This one's got some open work and it's got an interesting shape. Let's see if I can get that clear for you. So I'll show you the back of this. And I did not see a maker's mark on this. And let's take a look at the back of this one. Not seeing a maker's mark on that either. I'm going to bring the magnet in and try to focus this camera. So we've got an attraction there with that one. And there's not an attraction with a magnet on this one. I just don't think that's gold, but I'll go ahead and give it a test. And if I find out that it's gold, you'll be seeing it right here on your screen. This next piece coming out is a multi-strand seed bead necklace. It's got a spring clasp, some gold tone hardware on it, and it does have a maker's mark on it. The maker on the bracelet is Trifari. I think I'm going to add this bracelet to my wearable sellable lots, the 40-piece lots that I sell. Next is another necklace. It's in gold tone, and this is a mariner chain. This is what this style chain is called. It's in really good shape, little links, and at the end it does have a spring clasp. There's no maker's mark on this one, which is surprising. This necklace is about 30 inches long. It's a great shape. Next is this grandma pin. It's a brooch, but it's also a charm holder. There's the back of it, and it has one of those rollover clasps right there. And you remove the hook and add little charms. I believe one thing that you do is put the birthstone of your grandchildren on there to hang. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's try the magnet on it. Well, it's not precious metal, but it's in good shape and pretty cute. These were all of the rings in this lot. So let's go one by one. This one's pretty cool. This is like a blown glass, art glass. It's kind of metallic, got some gold metallic and some red, green, and blue. Let's size this one. I'd say this is almost an 8. Let's call this a 7.5. Here's the next one. This is gold tone, and it's got kind of an open work. These stones here, I don't know what they are. Let me turn it over and see what I can figure out. So it's open set in the back. Let me see if there's anything inside the ring. It looks like there's something in there. This is marked 18 karat HGE, which is heavy gold electroplate, I believe. And they're not worth that much. But it's an awfully pretty ring. Let me go ahead and size it. And it might be sellable. I don't know. Let's see. This is a size 5. It's very pretty. Let me grab this one. This looks like a costume ring. It's really attractive. There's a baguette and some little tiny stones there. The main stone is a faceted square, very light. I guess I'd call it a peach. Very light. Really pretty. It's set in gold tone, and you know what? It's got a great finish. It's not worn out at all. Let me see if I can find anything on the inside. Printed. I couldn't find any markings on the ring, so I'm going to just try the magnet on it and see what happens. And it doesn't look like it's attracted to the magnet. I don't think it's gold, but hey, why not check it? That would be horrible if I threw it in a craft lot or just sold it for like 10 bucks and it was gold. I don't think it is. I'll test it right now, or I'll test it after the video, and right now I'll put on the screen if I found it to be gold or not. Let's go ahead and size this. And this is an 8.5. Very pretty ring. Here's the next ring. This is a silver tone ring with a round single stone, and it's kind of got a double prong set on the stone, and it's got little tiny crystals on each side of the setting. And this one, I did not see any kind of mark inside. Here's what the undercarriage looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and try the magnet on it. Again, this is not magnetic, but I'll put it to the test and see if it might be white gold or sterling silver. I don't think it is, but it doesn't hurt to try. This next ring is a silver band, and it has a yellow oval stone faceted prong set. Here's the bottom carriage of the ring. And this, if I remember correctly, because I pulled this out a while ago, yeah, this is 925. So not sure about that stone. Let's go ahead and size this This one is a size 8. It's a very cute ring, very simple, and it's in great shape. This next ring is intriguing. It's gold tone, open work, and it's got diamond cut where it kind of shines, it catches the light. And here's what the side of the band looks like, the back of the band, the back of the ring. And I cannot find any markings in this whatsoever, but it just looks a lot like gold. So I'm definitely going to take the magnet to this. And let's refocus the camera again. Okay. It is not magnetic. Let me get this out of the way. So I'm definitely going to test this, and I will put on the screen right here if I found it to be gold or not. I'm going to go ahead and put the mandrel to it and see what size it is. This is a size 7.5. And why don't I go ahead and weigh it too? Just in case it is gold, it would be good to know how much it weighs. So the reading is 4.11 grams. This next piece is kind of chunky. It's got oval links and that's textured. It's made to look like there's stones in there, but they're not. So this is a lariat style necklace. Now it does have stones at the very end, the links at the end. This is finished off with 2 tassels. The metal is in great shape. There is no maker's mark on this one, but it's a very pretty necklace. So I might put that in the resell wear lot. Here's another tassel. This is a pendant on this necklace. Gold tone, got really pretty finish on it. Look at that chain, isn't that pretty? And this one is marked. It's got a spring clasp, and there's the jewelry tag, which is Monet. This is in great shape, so this is either going to get listed or added to my wear and resell lot. Here is another cool charm bracelet. This has got all square charms on it. Let's see what happens here. Now, a couple of the charms, most of the charms seem to be sticking to the magnet. Not all of them do, so I will have to go in one by one to test to see if they might be sterling silver. The chain itself doesn't look like it's sticking to the magnet. I'll show you a few of these charms. They're really interesting. Here's a bucking bronco charm, and it does have the date and then the place Denver. I don't know what NFH, I can't even read it through the camera. I don't know what those initials are. And then we have one that says Detroit. Everything has, oh no, that one doesn't have anything printed on the back. Here's a lighthouse. That one says Puerto Rico. So really cool, really interesting. I love looking at these different charms. This one says Milwaukee. So I will definitely check each one to see if there's any silver, and the bracelet too. I think it is, but we'll see. Here's yet another charm bracelet. Now this silver and all these charms match, but this one doesn't. This one has like more of a brighter, whiter finish to it. So here comes the magnet. I do think that bracelet is sterling silver. There's an articulated fish that looks like sterling. There's a seahorse, and that is stamped on the back. I'm going to double check that it says sterling. There's a little genie lamp and another elephant here. Now none of those are magnetic, but I'm not surprised to see that this one is. This one just doesn't even match the same color silver. And just to show you, that one says sterling, and I'll look closer on these other ones. Isn't that fish cute? It's articulated. This is truly a cool lot. I really loved looking through all these charms and all these old vintage pieces. We still have more to go though. Let's keep moving. These are very cute vintage earrings, a little strawberry enamel painted green and red. They do have a gold tone metal, and when I turn them over, there is a little mark on there, and I have learned that that little dot is Avon. That's a very sweet pair of vintage earrings. I don't know if these are vintage or not, but these are awfully cute. These are little Mickey Mouse earrings. They have 4 crystals in each one. We have a hook ear wire. Turn this over, and they are marked Disney. Let's see if they're magnetic. Not sticking to the magnet, so it's possible that they're sterling silver. I'll give them the test and I'll see what I come up with. There were several non-jewelry pieces in the lot. I showed you a few in the previous video. Here's the rest. So let's take a quick look. This is a little container, memories I always treasure. And then there's an inscription, unexpected hugs, your little hand in mine, and the sweet sound of your voice. So I don't know what you might keep in this, but that's cute. Maybe you hang it on the wall. I'm not sure. And on the back it says, for my child. Next is this little angel. I think it's a magnet, and I don't know the material. It feels like it could be pewter, and the angel's got some gold wings. There's still some of the packaging. It says made in Italy on the bottom. So that's interesting. Too bad the bottom part isn't here. This is a lid to a little box. It's pretty cute. I'm going to stick that in the craft lot. I think this is a bookmark. It's a Santa bookmark, enamel painted, and he's got crystal eyes, a crystal nose, and I'm wondering about this, if it might be sterling silver or not. I'm going to put the magnet on that. Well, there is, well, the front feels like there is magnetism there. I'm not sure. I don't think it's sterling silver, but it's awfully cute. Here's a stretchy belt with metal components. They have little flowers or leaves on them. That's probably going to go in the craft lot. This is definitely vintage though. Here is another belt, somewhat stretchy. And what's the name of this? Is this like a snake chain? I don't know what you call this, but it's very slinky. It's a working belt. There's no name on it, but it's kind of cool, definitely vintage. And here is a blingy flashlight. It's pink. It works. See that? And you can hang this on your purse or wherever you want to hang it. And the coolest out of that whole bunch is this lighter. This is a lighter that's covered with mother of pearl panels. And the bottom, I see something printed on that. Let's take a look. It says Evans Fuel. And it looks like you would unscrew those little screws and do whatever you do with lighters. I don't know much about lighters. Here's the top part of it. This is pretty interesting. I'm going to look further into this, maybe do a reverse image search to see what I can find out about this. All of these are Cancer Zodiac bracelets. These two are identical. Gold tone, silver tone. That's the only difference. And the gold tone one is actually losing the finish. Let me show you the silver tone one. Every other charm has this little crab and Cancer printed on it, black enamel. So this one's actually in good shape. The gold tone one, not so much. It's losing its finish. Let's see if I can keep this clear, focused. Got it upside down. You get the idea on that. And then this one has Cancer imprinted on it and also Trifari. And on the other side, we have the crab and a great looking chain. The finish on it is great, perfect. And we have a spring clasp on this bracelet. Here are a few pieces of holiday jewelry that was in the lot. This top row is all earrings. These are especially cute because the bells ring. Can you hear that? Little enamel bow with gold bells. That's really cute. And then these are pins and pendants. So there's a manger pin and a couple of snowflake pendants and a little star pendant with the red crystal. There were a few loose charms in the lot, and no surprise, we saw so many charm bracelets. I'm sure these fell off of one or two of the charm bracelets. I'm going to take the magnet now to see if there's a possibility that they're sterling. I think this top row is for sure, and I didn't think this was going to be sterling. It even looks different. Why don't we take a look at this first? Still so very cute. This is a golfer charm. This next one definitely has patina on it, and it says Yosemite National Park. It shows an ice skater. The stamp on here says Bates and Klein, Attleboro, Massachusetts. I'll have to look that up. This is definitely sterling silver. Here's a better look at the pendant. The charm. The last charm is stamped Jamaica, and it's a lady with a basket of fruit on her head. And when we turn this one over, this one's also stamped with sterling. This is a great piece. This is a two-toned, silver tone and gold tone. On the links here, they're kind of a crosshatch design. Here's a close look at the links. The silver part has a texture to it. It's very attractive. Here's a look at the chain, which is gold, and this one is finished with one of those hook clasps, which is a classic vintage closure. The necklace did not have a maker's mark on it. It's awfully pretty, and I would say that this was from the 1960s. I think that's about right. The next piece coming out is this sweet little gold tone strawberry brooch. This is really cute. It's in great shape. The textured part are the seeds, and then there's a little polished top part of the strawberry. Here's the back. It is marked. And we have a Trifari brooch. That's a very cool little vintage brooch. Here's another brooch, and I just love the detail on this. This is gold tone, and there is a flower. I think it's a rose. It's carved, and it does not feel like plastic, so it very well could be bone. It's just so pretty. I love it. It's in great shape. Here's the back. It does have a rollover pin right there, and this does have a maker's mark. Let's take a look at that. The stamp on there is Cultra 14 karat gold filled, and you can also get a better look at the underside of the brooch. This is a lovely one. I love the details on it. It's in wonderful shape. This next piece is a slider bracelet. It has a fold over clasp, and we have a circus theme. Monkey, elephant, clown, and so on and so forth. It's in great shape, silver tone, and there is not a maker's mark on this one, but it's in great shape. It's fun. This is such a pretty pendant on this necklace. This is a reverse painted pendant, and it's up against something that's like a sheeny background, like ivory color. Let's take a closer look. Look how beautiful this pendant is. I believe it's a reverse painted image, and on the back, the oval part is mother of pearl or something that's very similar to mother of pearl in an ivory color. And of course, the frame is gold tone. Here's the back of the pendant. It could use a little bit of cleaning, but I can't tell. It very well might be plastic with a sheen that resembles mother of pearl. Here is a look at the pretty chain. And the chain does have a maker's mark on that. I'll show you. We have a spring clasp. There's that image. It's a circle with a circle around it, and I've learned, as I mentioned before, that that's Avon. This is such a pretty piece, classic vintage, and glad I found it in this lot. By the way, I couldn't be happier with this lot. I wasn't sure what it was going to be when I ordered it. I just thought it would be fun to do a vintage lot, and I am very pleased with it. This video is brought to you by Alfie. Alfie is having a wonderful day today. He's feeling better. Thank goodness we're off those antibiotics. It's really knocked him out, I think. So we're going for some more blood work next week. And you just want to say to everybody, thanks for coming in for another video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Say bye, Alfie. Say see you next time. Alfie, would you like some salt and pepper for those paws? Mommy, that's enough. Mama. Mommy, get that camera out of my face. Mommy, get the camera out of my face.